Hello everyone and welcome back to Coach Craig's Sports. Today is Tuesday, January 4th, and this is the NBA DFS video for today. So in today's video, going to be taking a quick look back at yesterday's picks, seeing how they turned out, talking about the injuries in play for tonight's slate. It is a 5-game slate overall, and then talking about my picks for both FanDuel and DraftKings for tonight's slate as well. So we're going to get started with the recap of yesterday's picks. At the point guard position on the DraftKings side, we had Anthony Simons, $4,100, looking for about 21 points at him. He got to 60.75. I believe he scored 43 points in this game, which was a career high for him. So he was a massive hit here, like 15 times value. At shooting guard, we had Furkan Korkmaz, $3,300, looking for 17.7. He got to 51.75, so another massive hit overall. Then Norman Powell, $6,500, looking for 33 points on. He got to 47.5, so he was a hit as well. And then Daniel Tice, $3,500, looking for about 18 points on. He got to 20.25, so he was a good hit as well. And then at the center position, we had Naz Reid, $4,800. He ended up with 25.5 points, so he was a hit. So a perfect 5 for 5 day. I also ended up with a lot of Joel Embiid exposure yesterday, personally myself, and he had a triple-double. So if you went with this core here, if you threw Joel Embiid in there, you're probably off to a really good start yesterday. Then on the FanDuel side, we had Anthony Simons, $3,700. Once again, we were looking for about 19 points on him. He got to 55.1, so massive hit once again. At shooting guard, we had Will Barton, $6,100, looking for 31 points on him. He got to 21.8, so he was a miss. Only 4 for 12 shooting from the field, but he did have 7 turnovers in this game, which on the DraftKings side is a killer because you're getting minus 7 points for those 7 turnovers. So maybe if he only has like 2, looking at about 26 points, a little bit better day overall. Then at the small forward position, once again, we had Norman Powell, $6,000, looking for 30 points on him. He got to 49.2, so he was a major hit once again. Kyle Kuzma continues this hot streak, $6,800, looking for 34 points on him. He got to 59.8, so he massive hit once again. And then Daniel Tice once again at that center position, $3,800, looking for 19 points on him. He got to 19.8 on the FanDuel side, so he was a hit as well. So 4 out of 5 on the FanDuel side, 9 out of 10 overall on the day. A very good day overall. If you went with the cores that I did have listed here, you probably did pretty well yesterday on both sites. But with that being said, we'll get moved over into the injuries and play for tonight's slate. So we do have a 7 o'clock start time once again, and there's 2 games right away at 7 o'clock. So for the Memphis Grizzlies, they're without Kyle Anderson, Dylan Brooks, Buchanan, DeAnthony Melton, and Xavier Tillman. And then Conchar and Zaire Williams both listed as game time decisions. We'll see if they're back today or not. And most notably, yesterday they ended up starting Tilly in the starting lineup alongside Jackson and Adams. That's a pretty big lineup overall. There's definitely a potential to do it again today because Cleveland already starts big as it is. So it could be a decent little matchup there as well. Then for the Cavaliers, they're without Isaac Okoro, who I believe is out a couple weeks now with his injury. And then Rajon Rondo from the trade. He's not available yet at this point in time. Cedi Osman and Darius Garland both listed as questionable at this point in time. Dylan Windler, game time decision. Obviously, if Garland and Osman come back, they're probably both going to look like decent plays overall on tonight's slate. Then for the Spurs, they're without Kayuk, Zach Collins, Doug McDermott, DeJounte Murray, and Lonnie Walker once again. Keita Bates-Diop is questionable to play tonight, so we'll see if he's back or not. If he's back, he's probably in that starting lineup, but not playing major minutes like he typically does. Then on the Raptors side, we got Goran Dragic and David Johnson both out once again. Isaac Bonga is questionable to play, so we'll see if he's playing today or not. Probably not in the rotation either way, though. Then we move over to the Pacers, who are without Goga Batadze, Malcolm Brogdon, Chris Duarte, Isaiah Jackson, Karis LeVert, Keelan Martin, TJ McConnell, and TJ Warren. And then Jeremy Lamb is questionable to play. We'll see if he's back today or not. Obviously, if he's back today, he could be in play, probably more of a GPP option than anything at this point in time. So looking at a little bit of value here on this Pacers team overall once again. Then on the next side, they were without Nerlens Noel, Julius Randle, Derrick Rose, and Campbell Walker. Jericho Sims and Mitchell Robinson both have a chance to play today. They're both listed as questionable. So it could be a little bit of value on that next team once again. We'll see if the value does end up paying off today or not. There's been a couple games recently where it looked like there was going to be some value, but really hasn't paid off too much overall. Then we move down to the Phoenix Suns, who are without DeAndre Ayton, Jay Crowder, Frank Kaminsky, JaVale McGee, Abdul Nader, Dario Saric once again. So not many major changes there at this point in time. On the Pelican side, Zion Williamson, Tomas Satoransky, and Didi Lozana are all out, so no changes there from yesterday. We'll see maybe if they limit Brandon Ingram or Jonas Valanciunas on the back-to-back since they both recently did come back. Then last but not least, we have the Kings and the Lakers. So the Kings are without Rashawn Holmes once again. Terrence Davis is listed as questionable. And then for the Lakers, they're without Anthony Davis, Kendrick Nunn. And then they do have Avery Bradley and LeBron James both listed as probable to play tonight. So no major changes there for the Lakers team overall. But with that being said, that's a quick little rundown on all the injuries for today's slate. Not a lot that we're looking at initially, but we'll definitely be keeping an eye out on the injuries and COVID news throughout the day. I'll be leaving all that down in the comments below throughout the day, so definitely be sure you're checking out down there as well. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to DraftKings and talk about my picks over there. So we're going to start off at the point guard position. We got Kiefer Sykes, most likely in that starting lineup once again, unless somebody magically comes back that's out on the COVID list. He's $3,500, probably drawing that start once again, as I kind of already alluded to there. Looking for about 18 points out. I'm got projected for 20 points tonight, so looking like a decent little value play at that point guard position tonight. At shooting guard, going with Derek White, $7,200, looking for 36 points out. I am projected for 38 points tonight. As long as he's out there playing big minutes, he's going to be a guy that you want in your lineup once again tonight. Then a small forward, going with RJ Barrett, $5,600, looking for 28 points out, averaging about 27 on the season. You know, there's no Kemba Walker out there. There's no Derrick Rose. There's no Julius Randle. So not a lot of heavy usage, ball handling type of guys out on the court. RJ Barrett takes a little bit of a step up. Currently have him projected for 30 points tonight. Then at power forward, we have Devin Vassell, $4,400, looking for 22 points out. Essentially what he's averaging on the season. I do expect him to be in that starting lineup once again tonight, playing pretty sizable minutes, and I have him projected for 26 points tonight. Then last but not least, at that center position, we have Damon Jones, $4,000, looking for 20 points out. I'm going to assume that he's the starting center for the Sacramento Kings once again tonight. He's been playing really well as of late, so no reason not to play him at that cheap $4,000 price tag, having him currently projected for 22 points tonight. But if you go with these 5 players that I do have listed here, you'll have $25,300 remaining, just over $8,400 per player. So you can probably pay up for one stud, find a couple other value plays, or do a little bit more balanced approach on tonight's slate. It is a smaller 5-game slate, so we'll see if any other value does pop up throughout the day as well. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to FanDuel and talk about my picks over there as well. So we're going to start off at the point guard position with a familiar face, and it's Kiefer Sykes once again, $3,700. Looking for, 18, 19 points at him. Got him projected for 20 points once again on tonight's slate. Should be in that starting lineup, playing decent minutes. And as long as he's playing relatively well, should pay off for this price tag. Then at shooting guard, we're going to go with his teammate Dwayne Washington, who is $4,000. Looking for 20 points at him. Currently having projected for 22 points tonight. Should be in that starting lineup as well, joining Kiefer Sykes, Justin Holiday, Domantas Sabonis, and Miles Turner. Then a small forward, going right back to RJ Barrett once again, $5,900. A little bit heftier price tag on the FanDuel side, but nothing too crazy overall. So we're looking for about 29 points at him. Got him projected for 30 points once again tonight. Definitely has a little bit of upside for more, as I kind of mentioned, with no Kemba Walker, no Derrick Rose, no Julius Randle out there. Going to be more usage, going to be more ball handling for a guy like RJ Barrett overall on tonight's slate. Then at power forward, going with Jared Allen, $7,900. It's a pretty big price tag. Looking for about 39, 40 points at him. He's gone over 40 both times since he's been back. He's been playing sizable minutes. Not many concerns here for him overall. Got him projected for about 41 points tonight. Then last but not least, at that center position, we got Damon Jones once again, $4,000 on the FanDuel side as well. Looking for 20 points at him. Got projected for 22 points tonight. Obviously, he's probably going to be in that starting lineup as well. As I kind of already mentioned, on the DraftKings side, he's been playing very well as of late. If he keeps that up once again tonight, going to be a good day for him overall, and I currently have him projected for about 22 points tonight. But with that being said, if you go with these 5 players on the FanDuel side, you have $34,500 remaining, just over $8,600 per player. So you can probably pay up for 2 studs on this slate, whether it's a LeBron James, a Domantas Sabonis, anyone else on this slate, or take a little bit more balanced approach, since that has been something that's been working rather well on the FanDuel side so far this season. But with that being said, these are my picks for both FanDuel and DraftKings for today, January 4th. As always, if you have any questions related to NBA DFS, be sure to leave them down in the comments below. I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Also, be sure to let me know your favorite play on tonight's slate, whether it's on DraftKings or FanDuel. And then, as always, I'll be listing all the injury updates, COVID news, and starting lineups down in the comments below. So definitely be sure you're checking out there throughout the day. And then as we get closer to lock, about 20 to 30 minutes prior to lock, I'll have that updated core there as well. But with that being said, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Definitely would appreciate it. It helps to build the community that we're trying to build here at CoachCraigSports, which is one that's truly for you, the viewers, helping you with your DFS, whether it's NBA or NFL, helping you with your fantasy football teams. And then with that being said, if you are new or current subscribers yet to do so, also hit that notification bell down below. It's going to let you know every single time I post up a new video. Like I've been saying, I post up daily NBA DFS videos just like this. But with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And then last but not least, special little shout out to each and every one of you watching today's video. I truly do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Definitely means a lot to me, and I hope each and every one of you has a great rest of your day.